I got one of these speaker boxes, boom boxes, or whatever you want to call them, and the problem with it is it's not charging. Plug it in the USB into this port here. It doesn't draw any amperage whatsoever through the amp meter. I'm not too sure how I'm going to take this apart. I've never taken one of them apart before. I don't think you can see. I can't see any way of opening up here at the top. This end here, there's actually buttons here, and there's a button here on the front which really turns it on, and it's giving me probably a low battery warning there because it's only one light lit. Switch it off. Let's see what we have when we open up this here button. Okay, right. We have something here. What, I don't know, but we have something. A decent screwdriver. I'd say this is something. This is the battery in here, I would imagine. Okay. Don't see it. It'll turn up. Okay, what have we got here? Some kind of board in here. How we look. This board will come out. And this is how do we get it out without damaging the cables? So we've got cables inside there. Okay. Oh, right. I'll get a pointy nose pliers, very tight. Get the ribbon cable off first, and then cable off. What have we got? We have them out of there. Don't know if we can get a close up of that. We have this cable in here. We have a flat ribbon cable in here. I had to get out with the long nose pliers and main power cable, and you see the two slots. That's for the ribbon cable, that's for the power. And what we have then is a USB. I'm going to double check this USB underneath the microscope and see what the condition of it is. I'm going to have to remove all this stuff off first. Okay, here's a closer shot of them two connectors. Here's the main ribbon cable, and here's your battery, probably your plus or minus, and might be a kind of a data battery condition, battery gauge line. And over here then we have our USB. I'm going to see can I get that out. Okay. Get this cover off. This one here is going to be a bit of a problem to use hot air on because I have that plastic switch beside it. I might be able to get it from the bottom. Yeah, I should be able to get it from the bottom. Let's have a look at the condition of the pads now. Well, we already can see two broken lines on it. Let me just double check. Don't know if you're getting them. Got a break right there. Let's see. We have a break right at that point here. Another one here. Condition of this here is in bad state. Here the same. Okay, let's see what it's like. I'm going to have to look inside now and see what it's like inside the socket. Doesn't look the best. I'll try and get a new one of these, see can I find one and replace it. I'm going to add some leaded solder to the legs of this, and just to aid in unsoldering. It will lower the melting point of the solder. I don't care how much goes on here as long as it goes on. Stick some on the bottom pads as well. Put loads in there. Wipe some of it away. As you can see, it's gone all dull. That's because there's lots of unleaded solder in it. Try and get a nice shiny leaded solder. Okay, add a bit more. Do this without damaging that switch, whatever that switch is for, I don't know. we got a couple of damaged pads there, so okay. I'm going to try to get this from below and see what it captures. Got any Kapton tape to hold it in place? Okay, we'll give it a try. Yes, off. I should use a bit of flux on this, it might help it out a little bit. For this I'm using Chip Quick. It's genuine or not, and what the dates are. Okay, maybe I'll get from the far side. I ordered some low melting point solder, but it just disappeared on me. That's the problem with post nowadays. With all the rush on with people with home deliveries, stuff is going missing on me. Okay. Okay, that's that done. The scratch on it at that particular point. Or maybe when I'm trying to get out with a screwdriver. Don't know. But anyway, What I have to do then now is order one of these USB ones and USB connectors. I don't know if I've got any in stock. I will double check. I finally received the USB connectors for that audio device in the post. Took about 3 months for them to come here. I ordered on AliExpress. About 2 months travelling time and a month held up in customs. I believe the waiting time in custom now has increased dramatically since all this trouble with COVID, lockdowns, etc. But what can we do? I should have enough there to do me. Let's see, can I focus this a bit better? Yes, I'm going to have to get a new camera, an overhead camera. This is rubbish. But what I got to do next is repair that board. There, as far as I remember, there was a couple of traces that need repairing before I actually solder in this connector. But that's the next step. Looking at the two USB connectors, they do look the same. They both got the standoff legs in the same place. They got 5 pins, and if I turn it over to get that in the shot, they do look the same. Let me just focus it for you. Everything seems okay, and I'll try to see what it fit in the board now. See what the fitting is like. See, you getting it? Okay. It's a fish. Okay. All I have left now to do before I put on this USB port is to repair these two tracks using a bit of fine wire and a bit of the green stuff to cover it. Got to clean up these tracks a bit to expose the copper track and to be able to solder on the wires. I mightn't record this all because it is a bit tedious. We'll see how it goes. Up the temperature. Should get a bit of flux on it. Help it on its way. Okay. That's nice. Put this in the right direction for my hand. Just make sure you have a view. that. Burn some of the tweezers is rubbish, but it's what I have at the moment. Get a little bit more solder on them. Bad idea. Don't look too good to me. Might have to try again. Let me zoom in. Going to zoom in a little bit. Make sure we have a good connection. Yep. Good connection. I'll snip it. Come on.
this looks. Okay. Let's try and get this in a position now I can solder it. Okay. Yeah. Put that out. Okay. Put it in the top, little bit on the top, and try to get some from the bottom. However, I've got to be very careful of this one because we have a switch here. A little bit. Just going to take it out of its little holder and turn it over. I'll have to get the proper reduction lens as well. What I'm seeing is not what you're seeing. Well, that's it soldered in. I'm going to just double check those solder joints and that everything is okay. Clean up the flux. Might put a bit of the green stuff on them just to stop them shaking loose. And just double check to make sure there are no solder shorts in there. Let me just see, can I see anything? Looks okay, but it's hard to know with all the flux. I'll get rid of the flux first. It should be okay if I can just dry it off. Okay, next thing I have to do really is assemble the unit and check it out, see if it's charging. Board is back in the top cover, and we have access to it here. You got your port there covered, and then I have three cables to connect in here. 2 ribbon cables, one here and the other one here, and this one here I would imagine it's the main power cable. And we have here then this one here then is for the LED light on the side here to show us when it's charging or battery condition. I'm not too sure. Have the cables, 3 cables connected back into the top cover, and the board is bolted back in, as you can see. What I'm going to do now is going to plug in the USB and see what happens. Okay, plugged in. Power light come on. So let me just see what my USB charger is saying on my. It's showing 1 amp charge at the moment, so there is a charging, and we do have a light here that should light up shortly, I would imagine. Here we go. Okay, that's it. I can confirm then by that it's charging. Maybe if I can show you on my microscope camera the charging. Alright, as you see, 4.86 volts, and it's shown up at 1.1 amps. More problem getting the component or the USB connector. 3 months, it's unreal to have to wait that length of time, but that's what we're up against now. No suppliers of parts. We can't get parts for PCBs. We totally rely on China to supply us with these parts. Thanks for watching.